Here is another making of video about the short film called Alien Soup, which is a dark comedy about fine dining. So it's a very interesting example how you can use Blender internal pipeline or workflows combining together the 2D animation, the video editing, using StoryPencil animation as a mask, achieve this blood vibe. Don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, let's begin. Here is this ending of the show. So that means this red card, it should be blood, kind of a blood wipe, and I'm sure there is a lot of reference for that, but not very sure that's particularly what I would like. So blood wipe, and we will see if there's a fix maybe. So maybe it's not that common to use to wipe from another transition maybe. Yeah, something like this, but it's definitely not the style. So that's for me about reference collection, because in my mind there is a quite clear picture what I want to see. Obviously I can't show you what is in my mind, but I can show you how to do it. So animated layer can be done with a new scene, which is a StoryPencil. I think StoryPencil is a great tool for that. I'm not sure I can use the StoryPencil because, you know, here it's great. Create a new scene based somehow. Maybe it's because I'm not sure. You know, this StoryPencil is an add-on developed by the Blender community, I guess. StoryPencil. So it's turned on. Antonio Vasquez, Matias Mantiola, Daniel Mantrinas, Lara, Rodrigo Blas, Samuel Pernolo. I hope this is the pronunciation. So big thanks for you guys to pull this off. I'm just thinking about how to use right now because I managed to use it a lot of times, but I think it's different when I have an older, project before the StoryPencil and after that template scene. Maybe if I use template scene, I switch back. It is the main edit, so also edits. I think that would be the name, and template scene. I'm not sure why it's important. Template scene used for creating new scenes. Thank you. Okay, so new scene. I call it blood wipe. SC means scene. Okay, and right now, if I don't get error, I will have this scene here, and that means I can use this StoryPencil to switch on and off from that scene back and forth to the edit, and the wipe is around that length, so it's perfect for me. Obviously I select it, and I should have this edit button to edit it, but somehow I think again it's why, because it's not the so somehow it's not the regular usage of the yeah, I tried it without success, but let's use another approach, which is basically a new 2D animation. It works because it sets up everything for the animation. Okay, so not deal with that set up a StoryPencil scene by my own. So the thing is, the animation in Blender, I mean, this StoryPencil is quite simple. Everything you just draw is a key. So if I use that one, it will be animated, still frames. You can use it as keys, and obviously I can create an in-between. So I have the idea, but StoryPencil have possibility to interpolate. And it's not to interpolate everything. I mean, A to B, whatever is these two frames. use because it interpolates the curves itself, and the curves basically bunch of dots, a lot of dots. So it can interpolate between, for example, it's a very simple example, obviously, but as far as I remember, we can interpolate somehow. Sure, so object, not object mode, edit mode, interpolate sequence, and we can add the interpolation number. So that means without any further adjustment, can make the transition. However, it's a very simple example. Obviously, I can edit further, so don't like this key. I can just smooth. I don't use this keystroke, so you can't see what I'm doing. I mean the shortcuts. So F for sizing the fall of basically the size of the stroke, and Shift means smooth. So that means after that you can adjust the interpolation. So yeah, it's a very straightforward process, and that's why I thought that grease pencil can help. Can be a perfect solution to actually make this animation, because I have this contour actually, which can be filled with a color actually, and we have this draw mode when we just fill, not just contour. So we have to find out which is the best way. Here we are. Yeah, if we switch solid stroke instead of solid stroke, solid fill, that means actually we can have. So this is the block, I think. This is the start point. Obviously, I can do the editing, select it, and just move it. Yeah, so it's quite simple, and I think this is the maybe save. Not the worst thing we can do. 120 and version 1. Okay, save. Can escape here. Save. So this is the first key, and so I think the half should be around. Yeah, we can change the speed later. So, but it's less than 100. I think it's 60. Let's try with 60. So that means this half around. Just try it like this. And now we can try this interpolation. I'm not sure the interpolation will work, but anyway, let's try it now. Okay, and sculpt. So we should have some kind of little nice dots forming during this, this process. And I'm not sure I can add details, because if I just smooth it, the point is, to add a kind of a irregular liquid-like silhouette. Okay, so this is the two frame. I guess it's I'm not sure how to add details. Because the problem here is that it's very few, and I don't think we can add more dots between smooth merge. Yeah, it would be nice to have more subdivide. Yeah, something like that. Sounds cool for me. I'm not sure about the interpolation, because that's exactly what doesn't help for the interpolation. If it's the number of the dots or is different, it means the interpolation can have a kind of a headache how to solve the interpolation. But let's see, do I have solved? Okay, it's fine. So I can just have more smooth. Okay, so let's try. This is 1, 2, and the mode. I guess it appears this interpolate sequence, and I would say I don't need this amount of key. So let's try with, yeah, I think for start it's enough. So yeah, as you can see, this is the kind of a linear interpolation, and obviously we can make more interesting if not. So yeah, because the surface irregularity determines, I guess, how the speed of the blood, the liquid flows. So there can be irregularity on the surface and slows different parts, speeds up. Okay, I think here is more interesting stuff. So we can just play, and after that I can again add another key, I mean interpolation. So where is it? As you see in sculpt mode, there is no menu item here. So editing mode, grace pencil, interpolate, and just have one key. I think it's okay. And now sculpt mode. So we don't need to adjust all the frames. It just have to be, smooth at the end. So we can have our own keyframes actually, and that we can have this interpolation for so the in betweens basically done by hand. Yeah, we can add some. 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 We'll do the last. So going to almost the last. So I think here could be another special when this part is collapsing or shrinking over. Okay, so yeah, we can add some. And obviously this is what I'm talking when I'm saying it's overlapping, this animation concept, when that parts of the, whatever parts of the animated thing shouldn't move always in the same time. So one of these drops or whatever should be faster and a couple of those should be slow. So for example, if I do an interpolation again, interpolate, okay, I should definitely have couple of which is moving slow. Moving slower means here, for example, this, or I think maybe it's better if I say it's faster. So here it's almost reached the next phase. Maybe I can't. So it slows down a bit and can be some detouring direction because obstacles there, and obviously the stuff should go. And let's check the overall timing. Yeah, I think just have yeah, I think just have to have more interpolation. Interpolate, yeah. So we have here. There's another, tools like bulge, I hope, pinch, different and opposite of pinch. Maybe we can use opposite. Yeah. So pinch means if I use control, letter it's bulge. I mean, this kind of. And here is another, oh fuck, I just missed the key, so this is the real one. It's typical mistake from me. So here's the thing, the onion skin is not very useful right now because it's obscured by effectively the layer. Color can be set to semi transparent, and because in that case we can see actually the previous state. This is the onion skin previous keys. Okay, so that means I can have better understanding how to animate the areas. So pinch is used for logic. And as far as I see, I can add details without any concern of interpolations. It's still that point. So okay, it's got smooth and pinch. I'm not sure what's happening because it still looks like it's something, but yeah, why not? Okay, maybe it's not arranged well, but so this for previous frame, this current, okay, so it's a major change, which is expected, and this is the fastest, and I think this can be a little slow, just doing so it's straight line, just finding paths. Every hair dot has its own story. Subwrite again, yes, and so here I'm going to place interpolation again. Yeah, and that is the problematic of the the different size of dots. I think different amount of dots, but I'm not sure, but some could overcome this problem. Maybe I overcome to delete it and just make it manually. Then I'm not sure, yeah, the amount of dots remains. Oh, and I think the 60 will be the last. So going to almost the last. So I think here could be another special when this part is collapsing or shrinking over. Okay, so the 65, I'm not sure of the timing. Okay, just let's try it. I think the interesting part will be the interpolation, because each interpolation can handle it. I think it will because now I don't alter the number of dots, so between 6 and 6, and it's true here as well. So this part of this show is about actually the finishing, creating 2D animation, the creation of 2D animation. So it's hard to break down to step by step what I'm doing. So you can rewind it a couple of times to observe. So basically 2D animation, and it's a special type of 2D animation because here I try to imitate or follow some kind of natural phenomena like blood flowing down. So it's a special type of effect animation. However, the principle of this type of animation is the same. So you have to have good keyframes, and if you have the keyframes, you can interpolate in between. So as you see, Blender has that tools which can help you to interpolate in between frames, and obviously the sculpt tool very helpful. So different type of sculpt brushes can be used here, and so on. So yeah, this is my first time when I do something like this, but obviously I have kind of experience, a skill that I can rely on. So yeah, just 2D animation as other type of creation processes, it's kind of a practicing and try and error. So you can see we can follow here. Won't get wired results. So I think let's just say it. This is the quality what I can provide in a certain amount of time, and I think it's okay. So we just have to have the the interpreted frames. So that means we show maybe it's if we want to stress it's a 2D animation, we can use the tools. So every second frame is a without frames, and just interpolate and smooth click motion. But linear should be, there's a shortcut, so I can shift Ctrl E. Yeah, I think the arrangement keys is not best for me. I can just later. Yeah, I think we can try this smooth mode, which means sometimes by myself or just leave. Yeah, it's not good here. So let's see. We have the interpolate animation, and And yeah, almost there. Yeah, this jumps means when the impression fails us. So we should do this case. Okay, so this another key, I think you see that. So edit mode, just a bit down here, just a bit down here, just a bit down. I always have an excuse that I'm not a professional animator. What are you talking about? Yeah, I can't think. So I think let's just say it. This is the quality what I can provide in a certain amount of time. And I think it's okay. So we just have to have the interpolated frames. So that means we should have all. Maybe it's if we want to stress that it's a 2D animation, we can use the tools. So every second frame is a hold out or hold frame. So. I always have an excuse that I'm not a professional animator. Or I'm not sure how much valid time to have a decent result. Because for me, it's right now, it's not. There are some I would call, problems or mistakes, not mistakes. Okay, so I think for me it's I don't have more time to elaborate. First pass, and I just can use it. I can shitty animations right now. It's very fast. Love slows down. Can be tricky. I think we can run thinner. So, what I wanted to say, to just release this stuff and how it can be used in 2D, so blood wipe scene, and I think the resolution is okay. The frame per sec, I'm not sure, let's check. So it's 52, so 5, and 5, and I think that's it. Because we should check whether it's the color should black. The color should black because it's basically it's a mask. So basically it's black because it's black because it's black because it's okay. And right now let me have link this scene. So it's a different file from the shots and scene vibe and uses a mask. That first we should link add strip and let's make so as I mentioned, don't have to see. That means we don't have to actually sort animation take on. We can use it copy just right now and I can so modifiers, mask, and strip. So the strip will be plot, and that's it. Just you can imagine problem here. We need to have and it seems it's not full black, but I think it isn't problem because yeah, and at the end we should have full color. And yeah, I think we should check also whether it's the color what we use, but I think this is color ditch. I think I have previously. So that means this color without the mask, and this color mask, and I just use a fade with this very the same color. Fade in. So that will solves the problem of this is not 100% transparent, which I think it's not good. Basically, just to barely see, but there is the behind the lot. So the problem is the main problem is I think it works if I'm just using collection to invert. Yeah, so it works. Yeah, so it works. And right now it's not spicy. Okay, so so that was it. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because we need the money to produce stuff like this.